So here we have game number 1 of a best of 1, and spawning up in the top right hand position of the map, we've got the green Terran player representing Alien Invasion, Lillekanin. And to the lower left, his opponent, representing Wacklow, it is Jockel. Jockel, of course, playing with the Protoss race this game, and Overgrowth is our map. So Overgrowth, nice 2-spawn position map, a natural base that looks very scary to hold initially, but a nice little gap actually formed once you take into account those pipes. Probably some big things we're mainly going to be looking out for on Lillekanin's side is whether he opens with Reapers. It's something that quite often you will see Terran players do up against Protoss. Although this map isn't the greatest ever for Reapers, there is a bit of cliff area you can utilise around, but as with most of the Season 2 maps of 2014, it's not as good as it was back in Season 1. Think back to some of those maps, they were astonishingly good. Heavy Rain, for example, that was just brilliant for Reapers. It was so incredibly good. In terms of openings though, it looks like we will be getting the Reapers nonetheless out of Lillekanin, but we've actually got the scout coming down now from Jockel. So just coming up here with that probe, takes a good little peek, says, yep, got a gas, that means you are going most likely for some kind of Reaper opening. And getting that knowledge early is really key. Knowing that it's coming is pretty much the most important thing. It means you'll get out, or aim to get out your mothership core a little bit quicker, maybe opt to get a Stalker slightly faster, maybe not skip the Zealot either. The trouble with the Zealot is, obviously it can be kited pretty much endlessly by the Reapers, so it's not ideal, but it still keeps your probes alive a little bit longer, hopefully. Okay, Lillekanin just coming out to the real edge here, wants to make sure that nothing... Actually, no, he wants to be going for something sneaky. Let's take all that back. Adding in a second barracks, this is pretty cool. It's going to be a lot of Reapers now. He's looking to go for the micro-offensive. How well can he control these Reapers? How many workers can he potentially pick off? And can he do the damage that he really needs to, going for this more aggressive opening? May not actually be purely Reapers. Thinking about it, it could potentially just be a lot of infantry units coming out nice and quick. Is Jockel actually going to scout this? He is! Oh, nice little scout here. The Marine comes too far forward. Doesn't prevent the information getting through to his opponent. This means Jockel actually has got a really good and complete scout down on what his opponent's doing. Knows pretty much everything that's coming down. A lot of Marines going to be hitting the field, and if we take a look over at Jockel's side, he's feeling pretty damn confident. Adding in that Nexus, going to be expanding out nice and quick, and just saying, you know what, you're going to hit quite late, I'm going to have me a Photon Overcharge, if he makes a mothership call. And as a result, there's not too much you can do about that. Always fun. So, quick little look here, more Marines coming through. We should add in a couple of Marauders, as we do have the Tech Lab now added into the barracks. But other than that, it's just a proxy factory. And I say just a proxy factory, it is a lot of fun. So always got to be very much aware in case of proxies and kind of various different follow-ups. Likely to be a Stargate, a Starport coming off the back of this as well. But mainly it's going to be used for the medevac. There are some builds where you may potentially see something such as, I'm trying to think of a good example. You may see a Banshee come off it, but that's a lot more rare, especially in this position because there's not actually the room to build the Tech Lab. So, concussive shell nearly finished up here, and of course once you start getting concussive shell, that's where you start getting into a lot more fun because hey, start slowing down those stalkers, preventing them from getting away too quickly. Just waiting to see everything that's coming on down. Push making its way forward, takes down that probe. That's actually quite a big pickup because it means that for the most part, this factory hasn't been seen and actually not going to be used for the medevac, instead just floating up to get a Widow Mine in there. This is a really cool build by Lillekanin. He's pushing at the front. There is no mothership core with enough energy. It's only at 78, so that's a bit of a problem. Damage coming through, really nice. Now without that Photon Overcharge, it's nigh on impossible to hold this. How long is that? Quite a long time. Not at 90 energy yet. The Zealot, the Stalker, and the Sentry pushing away this infantry, doing quite a nice job for the moment, but the Nexus taking quite a lot of fire. Add in the fact that a Widow Mine is burrowing up. He's about to get a big hit. A lot of probes died there. That is not what you want to see. Still more damage coming through the infantry at the front, dealing so much damage. Nice takedown there. Lillekanin has to contend with the Photon Overcharge, but dealing with it head on, lose some Marauder, but gets a Nexus for his troubles. Definitely a good trade. Up in his main base, Jockel, he's going for those observers. Needs to deal with the Widow Mines before they get a critical amount of damage. But with 7 kills already on that first one, times are looking scary. Nice little bit of micro coming through by Lillekanin, who's reinforcing with more units. A couple of Stalkers going to pick that off, but that leaves this main group of infantry free to kite around these Zealots, free to kite around these sentries. And with the Widow Mines now in play as well, this gets very scary. One detonation goes off, goes a couple more probes, and things starting to look rather dire now for Jockel. He loses the last remaining Stalker he had. He's down to just 10 workers. GG, well played, and Lillekanin is gonna be advancing forward into the next round. So congratulations to him. We'll see how he does for the rest of this tournament.